Our first guest is an actor and Marvel superhero. His new show is Welcome to Chippendales, and people are loving it. Give it up for the very talented Kumail Nanjiani.
What lovely people. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. Speaking of New Year's, did you have a good Christmas?
I had a wonderful Christmas, you know. I'm a big Christmas fan.
Are you?
Yes, because, you know, I grew up in Pakistan. We didn't really celebrate Christmas. So Christmas to me is still, like, pretty new, you know?
Okay.
I love all the songs.
Do you?
Yeah, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
That's your favorite song?
Well, it's like a fresh take on Christmas, you know? Sometimes things go wrong. I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. That's a good one. That's a violent animal. That's not a good...
Your Christmas song choices are interesting. I love it. Did you have any New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, I really take New Year's very seriously. I think people think, you know, some people don't love New Year's, but I do. I think it's a good chance to reflect on what went right and what didn't this year and try and, like, make some changes. So, yeah, my resolution was, do you do New Year's resolutions?
I do. I have tons of them.
Do you have tons? And what's your, like, batting average?
What do you mean? Like, how many do I have? Or how well do I do with them?
Yeah, usually.
You know what? I write so many that I forget what I wrote down. But then I go back the next year and say, did I make anything on the list?
So you do go back and look at them?
I do.
Next year, yeah.
I do.
I only do a couple. Mine this year is to, like, separate my experience of doing something from the result of it. You know, sometimes you make a movie or a TV show and you have a wonderful time making it, and then when it comes out, people don't like it, and that sometimes changes my memory of the experience, which was actually wonderful and lovely for me.
Yes.
So I want to be like, no, I still had a wonderful time making it. Sometimes, you know, things don't hit, and that's fine. So
I like that. I like that. I like to be proud of everything that I do.
I know, right? I am. You know, for me, I'm like, I always learn so much, even if something doesn't turn out how, you know, I'm always proud of it. I always meet wonderful, magical people who are extremely talented. So for me, every job
is a win.
Is a win. Exactly.
Still success. I agree with that. And I heard you used to live in Chicago. Do you miss anything about it?
I did. I lived in Chicago. My wife and I met in Chicago, actually. Yeah.
Wow.
There's my wife.
Aww.
Yeah.
Is she from Chicago?
She's not. She's from North Carolina. She'd moved there. And I was a stand-up comedian, and she heckled me at a comedy show. She did. And I was like, oh, she's rude but cute. So I tried to look for her afterwards, and I couldn't find her. Then a few days later, I saw her somewhere, and I was like...
You saw her again?
I saw her again. And I was like, hey, you heckled me the other day. Do you want to hang out sometime? And we celebrated our 15-year wedding anniversary.
That is so beautiful. I love that.
I want to go back to Chicago because we sort of left on bad terms with Chicago. We had some, like, personal issues, and so we, like, sort of left Chicago. I kind of want to go back and reclaim Chicago. You know, when you, like, have a breakup with someone, and then a few months later you get coffee with them, and then you're like, oh, wow, no, this was lovely. It just wasn't for us. So I do miss Chicago.
Yeah, just don't go when it's too cold. I'm a Chicagoan, so I know.
Yeah, so don't go for those 8 months of the year.
Well, okay, we'll talk to, because I'm a cat lover. I love some cats. Your cat is, right? Any cat lovers? Your cat is named Bagel?
Oh, there she is.
Oh, and her name is Bagel?
Her name is Bagel.
I love that. Where did the name come from?
I just wanted a cat named Bagel. She's absolutely wonderful, just very, very cute, and very, very, very friendly with everybody.
Yeah, she gets visitors?
She does. So there's, like, you know...
Is this another cat coming to...
Oh. No, that's my cat, and there's another cat visiting her.
Look at that.
She's sort of like a hot cat, you know? So, like... So, like, all the cats in the neighborhood come to sort of, like, check her out.
I love it.
She sort of goes, we call that cat Nicolas Cage because it's got Nicolas Cage's eyes.
The names are killing me.
Yeah, that cat. Look, got Nicolas Cage's eyes.
You see it? I see it. Congratulations on all the success. Welcome to the Chippendales. Can you tell everyone what it's about?
So welcome to Chippendales. You know, everyone knows Chippendales, sort of the male dance review thing. You know, it's a big part of pop culture, but...
Who is right?
Big fans of Chippendales. Me too, I'm a big fan, but I didn't know the story behind the founding of it. It was this Indian immigrant who started it, you know. I always think of it as this very American thing, but it was an Indian immigrant who started it, and people don't know this, but the first 15 years behind the scenes, there was a lot of drama. There was a lot of murder between the people who created Chippendales. There was murder, there was arson. This guy was, you know, the character I play, he was setting fire to other clubs that he thought were stealing his ideas.
Wow.
And multiple murders. And everybody who started Chippendales has passed away of not natural causes. So it's a wild true crime story. Yeah.
Whoa, that sounds tough. So you get to play the bad guy.
I do.
You're smiling. I take it, do you want to play more bad guys in the future?
Yeah, you know, I'd love to play bad guys because it's sort of, it's a little scary, but it's also kind of freeing, you know, because you sometimes think of stuff and you're like, oh, I shouldn't do that. But if you're pretending to be this character, you're like, you know, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
I will, you know. So I would love to do it. It's, you know, I usually get to play comedic roles, to play something like this, like a really dark, intense guy who, you know, the ways he solves problems are illegal and immoral, and that's fun to pretend to do.
You look like you're having a lot of fun. Well, I have to say congratulations to you you're the first South Asian Marvel superhero.
Oh, thank you.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it was really, really exciting. You know, I got to play a superhero in a Marvel movie. And, you know, as someone who started out as a comedian telling jokes on stage, to end up, like, pretending to shoot laser beams from my fingers, I mean, best case scenario.
You're doing awesome. You're making history. Okay, is it true that you also filmed with Harry Styles?
I did. I filmed with Harry Styles.
Whoa.
There he is. Wow, look at him. God, he's beautiful. Oh, look at that. I want a cat that looks like that to come to mind.
Maybe it'll show up at your door.
Maybe. Yeah, there's Nicolas Cage and get Harry Styles in there, too.
That's all you need.
Bagel won't be able to resist that.
Definitely not.
Nicolas Cage, she's sort of like playing cool. Harry Styles, I don't think there's going to be anything cool about it.
If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.